I'm okay with the meeting being live streamed. Yeah.
She's going. She said she'd.
I'll get a little thing to extend.
Sorry. Oh, there's a band out there. All right. Yeah. And the story that I heard, that was out there, appreciate it. She just looking for people. And I'm not saying the name because I can't. I'm not sleeping, I can populate that. Yeah, that's what we did the game. She was in that, what that baby. No. We're like, what? That baby. Yeah. Is it? Baby Thanksgiving. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, there we go. So much the better. You get like a really good view of the plugs, which is really good, you know. Because I like to see the oh good, when I stand here then okay, well we'll hinge that up. But otherwise you can see these plugs really nicely online. Yeah, which is you know, revealing the technology, right? What were you happy with? Okay. A new medication. That's important. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Damn. All right. Get it. I get it. Just got new drugs, but it's much less than that. It's just so shit hurts less. Right. Okay. Where's Laura? There we go.
Well, I keep sharing about. Did you know that?
So if you're online, put something into the chat or just message Poetry Center San Jose, Rob right over there. He'll see that and put you onto the list to read here live online. And of course, Rob has the in-person list, but for those of you out there on the Zoom, y'all can read too. All right. I know it's 7:02, but we'll get going in like 2 more minutes. I swear to God. Okay, 120 seconds. Hang on.
I remember that. You said that. It was
All right, all right. Welcome to Works. And thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming online. All of you guys that we can't see on the stream out there in both YouTube and I forget where else we're streaming, but it's like 2 places. Okay. So as you can see, we're kind of between exhibitions here at Works. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Joe, president of the board. Thanks for Danny coming out, also on the board of directors back there taking care of us, and people from Create TV taking care of us up front here in the building. So we're between exhibitions. We're going to have an exhibition called Hold Fast coming up, which is our member exhibition, which typically has about 80 some local artists, about half of our artist members actually, because some maybe don't have new work or they don't think, but hold fast is a nautical term about kind of holding on in a storm, like hold your position and, keep steady, hang in there kind of thing. Because we seem to be in a little bit of societal turbulence, which we've been in a little while, but things are, I don't know, as they say in academia, things are very interesting at the moment. So and have been and probably will be for a time to come. So that's our theme coming up. Then after that, we've got really interesting collaboration with a group called Gen Arts. So in that, I'm not sure how many artists it will have because that's kind of a juried thing. The member show is non-juried. All you got to be is a member, like you volunteer, give art to our auction, actually contribute money. All of those things get people to be a member. The biggest one is really volunteers and people who give to our auction show, and those are members. So we have around 200 of those folks. And so about half or so participate in the member exhibition. So you see some of that art just kind of up against the wall. We've only had 1 of 3 days art intake. So so there's lots more time coming up. Look at our website, workssj.org if you're a visual artist. And that means anything from sculpture to video to paintings to drawings, multimedia, whatever, we can handle it. So there are some size restrictions because we've got to fit in like, I don't know, like 85 people. So therefore there's some things in there, but look also onto social media so far. We'll get it onto our website, but the Gen Arts thing is also a open call, and there's a little bit more strict of a concept there around artists and people in their time after the work hours. So what happens in working on things after work hours? So it's called overtime, and it's kind of about well, artists are going to be in it. So it's kind of about what artists do to accomplish things who have like regular jobs, although that's not the only thing, but what do you do outside of the assigned times? If there's assigned times in your life for whatever, the things that you agree to, the things that you sign up for at work, those sorts of things, what's outside of that, and how does that affect the art? So, both of these shows are open to everything from complete abstraction to really honed in figurative and very specific images. So, so really very, very open to it. And then in the second one with Gen Arts, there's even like awards in that, awarded to artists by Gen Arts with the cooperation of SV Creates. So look us up, look up Poetry Center San Jose. Works San Jose is all volunteer, as is Poetry Center San Jose. So look us up at worksSJ.org. Look up Poetry Center San Jose at pcsj.org. That's something that I promoted for many years too. So we're all kind of in this together. So I'm going to give to you now the president of Poetry Center San Jose, Mr. Rob Pesich. He's wearing his like really fucking impressive hat, like one of the loves of my life. Rob Pesich right here. All right. Thanks for the knee there. Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you all for coming tonight, and to the folks in Zoomland and also YouTube live stream. And for this evening, I'd like to start with the land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that Poetry Center San Jose and the city of San Jose exists on the unceded land of the Muwekma Ohlone, and recognize their right to this land, which they have stewarded throughout generations. We acknowledge that members of the San Jose community and residents of California and the U.S. continue to benefit from the use and occupation of indigenous land, and acknowledge that this land has come under the control of various entities through genocide and dishonesty, and we recognize the history and legacy of colonialism that continue to negatively impact indigenous peoples, their traditional territories, practices, languages, lifeways, and well-being to this day. Now for a moment of silence. Thank you. Well, yes, as Joe has mentioned, we are a member-supported organization. So to join or make a donation, just visit pcsj.org, and you will see at the top right of the website a blue box, and that'll lead you to where you can make your donation or to join. And we've got a lot of upcoming events. Third Thursday open mic will feature J. Dana Sanders this week, July 16th, 7 p.m. at Willow Glen Public Library. Then we've got Poets at Play at Markham House, and this event will feature Jazz Sufi. It's a workshop. Bring your stuff. It's informal, no pressure. Saturday the 18th, 1 to 3 p.m. And Markham House and open hours with Barry Endick sharing tall tales and spooky stories in the house Sunday the 19th, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then we have Poetry Lounge via Zoom Sunday the 19th from 1 to 3 p.m. A lot of stuff actually happening this coming Sunday. And later that day, we are featuring San Jose Poetry Slam, and this is going to be at Wheelhouse in Willow Glen, featuring Raggedy Andy, 6:30 to 10 p.m. And if you want to participate in the slam, you got to drop in at 6:30 because they're doing pulling the names out of the hat. So be there at 6:30. And then Bashar at Evergreen Village Square, Sunday the 26th from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Final day to submit to the Red Wheelbarrow Poetry Prize is going to be July the 31st at 11:59 p.m. via Submittable. Final judge is Lee Herrick, and more information on any of this, visit our website. You'll see it on the calendar. Just click the picture and you'll get the info. And then finally, the San Jose Poetry Festival 2026 returns this year, August, starting with the Poetry Slam on August the 16th at Willow Glen Library. And then it moves to History Park on August the 21st through the 23rd. All right. And so we've got Los Angeles Poet Laureate Brian Sonia Wallace. And then we have queer indigenous Filipinx poet Solange Aguilar from Chumash territory, Santa Barbara, and from Yokut territory, Fresno, we are featuring California Poet Laureate Lee Herrick. So he's going to give a reading and a workshop, all of this at History Park. I'll be in the back barbecuing the corn. So and adding some blister meat. Okay. We'll try that this year. All right. Free food. All right. And so now, for more information about that, just again, visit the website. It's right there, front page. Okay. Now we'll start the open mic. If there's anybody in the Zoom that would like to participate, just drop your name in the chat and we'll get to you. First on the list, please now welcome Janine UC.
Thank you. So this poem was published in July, excuse me, the Unitarian Universalist July newsletter. And here it is. An entire string section of phosphorescent fiddlehead fern gathers at the redwood's roots. Backdrop of charcoal gray to pink to deep maroon. Layers overlaid of embroidered brocade with feathered edges. Sunbeam dances in the sway of small branches, hiding, then finding glint of pale gray lichen. Leaves fading from gray-green to tan pad the path. The clean, condensed air of this place, a foretaste of Pacific Ocean's ozone.
Thank you, Janine. Now, please welcome to the mic, Donna P.
This is the first two stanzas of Sunday Morning by Wallace Stevens. Complacencies of the peignoir and coffee and oranges in a sunny chair, and the green freedom of a cockatoo upon a rug mingled to dissipate the holy hush of ancient sacrifice. She dreams a little, and she remembers the old encroachment, like a comb darkens among water lights. The pungent oranges and bright green wings seem things in some procession of the dead, winding across wide water without sound. The day is like wide water without sound, stilled but for the passing of her dreaming feet. Over the silent seas, over the seas to silent Palestine. Dominion of the blood and sepulchre. Why should she give her bounty to the dead? What is divinity if it can only come in silent shadows and in dreams? Shall she not find in comforts of the sun or any balm or beauty of the earth thoughts to be cherished like the thought of heaven? Divinity must live within herself. Passions of rain or moods in falling snow, grievings and loneliness, or unsubdued elations when the forest blooms, gusty, Emotions on wet roads, on autumn nights, all pleasures and all pains, remembering the bough of summer and the winter branch. These are the measures destined for her soul.
Thank you, Donna. Yeah. Now, please welcome to the mic, Brandon Liu.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. I do not create anything new with my poems. I am simply rearranging the universe before me, paying attention to what coincidences life has placed to cross my path and dot my mind, patterns already found in nature, Fibonacci numbers that have meaning only known to the DNA of ants in trees. The bees dance in golden ratios. The sweet song of wind whistles in the overhangs. I string the stars together. I call the sun and moon their names. Personification given to molten heat in silent rock. The words are empty without a person behind them. I fill their space with emotion. I breathe my being into their history. I become another name carved into a list of granite, another voice in a chorus of echoes. We sing the same notes as our ancestors. We teach machines to do the same. The patterns are always there. I simply rearrange them. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Yeah. Anybody in Zoom who wants to participate? Joe, you see anybody in the chat?
There was a request first to just like kind of like up the volume of things, but people speaking right into the mic are connecting great folks on up there.
Okay. All right, great.
So just make sure you adjust the mic and
Okay.
yeah, make sure that
Great. We'll get this,
just a bit, both the audience and
set this up for Thomas here coming up. All right, so Thomas is on deck coming up next. I'm going to close out the open mic. Swanside Press, which I edit and publish, has a new book out. Okay, and this is We Return as Rain by Catherine Allen. Poems from the Andes. And this poem is called Old Griefs. Makas are demons who eat you at night. Makas are kind old grandpas. They work all night in your fields, growing good potatoes. They live in the towers and holes of their ghost town forever. Your soil is theirs, your place defined by them. They underlie you. They drain you, suck you, stick you, leave you bad dreams and miscarried monsters. But they'd like to be friends. A nod, a word, a bite to eat, and they stretch out bountiful bony hands to make you tough and lucky. Sweet, toothless grin. Good grandpas. All right. Thanks. Now, thanks. And now to introduce our featured guest. The Memory Caves is the third book of poetry written by Thomas Wells. His poetry book, Complexions of Being, was published in 2022. His poems have been published in the Opiate Magazine, Dissident Voice, Caesura, the Magnolia Review, and Tuck Magazine. His poetry has also appeared in 2 anthologies. And including Diverse Voices, the Poetry of Human Rights and the Pursuit of Peace, and Reflections on the Important Things, published by Poetry Soup. Some of his poems have won contest awards. Dr. Wells lives in San Jose and is a member of Poetry Center San Jose. Please come. Welcome, Thomas Wells.
Can everyone hear me all right? Good. Sometimes my voice is too loud and I have to actually tone it down. Okay, this poetry book is called The Memory Caves, and it is essentially many of the poems deal with consciousness and what I believe to be their connection to the spiritual. So I'll give you some examples of that. The first one is titled Tunnels. Tunneling through nightscapes, weightless moon dull escapes, collapsing space-time, the pages and pages of fluttering wind-blown stages in quantum non-locality, a graphic novel engages, burrowing through a dystopian nocturne. The night traffic gives us heartburn. In magical claytronics, everyone is reassembled, reincarnated by cosmic consciousness, a karmic cautiousness, a persistence of endless distance, but finite parallel. We see the light out of the tunnel. Can we make the quantum leap? Casting aside ego, agency falls away as subject and object merge. These urban alleys meander in uncharted charcoal, where moonlight and streetlight converge. Karmic propensities, the good and bad conditioning restrain us to this dingy darkness. Tunneling is tiring when there is no end, like remembering ourselves in past lives and knowing who we will be in future times. All of these identities, these storylines, are explained by the ground of being integral to all things. This is the consciousness, the Dharma. Near death shows us the light beyond the tunnels, beyond the grimy graphic novel, a liberation beyond birth, death, and rebirth. Quantum leap now to the luminous mind, the moksha, the complete nirvana. My next poem is titled November Moon. November moon, dangling pearl, trailing the face of dusk like a brooding tear. Morpheus leads our way through luminous sleep, through stained glass shards of our multiverse. November moon, you languish unrealized in somber slumber fog. Our mortal arousal, our wounds are reopened. Morpheus leads our way through lustrous ruminations, through spiraling remnants of our megaverse. November moon, we hardly notice you in our narcoleptic cloud, our emergent consciousness, our collective imagination. Morpheus leads our way through refulgent recall, through steep sleep stages where we are unified as one. The next poem is probably self-explanatory. It's called Covert Consciousness. Faint flame emergent from neurotransmitters. The brain, a torch, arranging patterns of awareness, patterns of recall, encounters, adventures, and ordeals, covert consciousness realized in coma patients, detected in vegetative invalids by the analyzers of EEGs, the probers of the mind. Bedridden with no sign of life, these sufferers were long thought brain dead. The only question when to withdraw life support. But our deepest traces do often linger with immobility. Our hardly perceptible scintillas send measurable signals. They offer no bodily changes, no responses to cues. They never give themselves away in behaviors. Yet science now knows them to be genuine. Are these the souls and ghosts felt by our ancestors? Are these the wraiths and apparitions feared by so many? Created from the temporal, assembled from life, is their structure entirely in the mind? Maybe part of their energy resides in other realms, places in and out of which they drift at our death. Okay. I'm going to shift gears here a little bit and deal with a different kind of a poem. This is a short piece called Fortuity. After your butterfly alighted my dreams, I never forgot your kiss. You became the object of my vespers, the refuge for my injured, toiling chest. I await your spectacle, your curtain call, your fragile teasing dance. Like Groundhog Day, I predict your fluttering wings, the wavy flurry of your bowstrings. Again and again, what wonder comes next? Are you counting down my dreams? Okay. Oh. Okay. Now I'm going to shift to some political statements. I have many of my poems are political commentaries, and these you may remember back in 2022 there was a mass shooting in Colorado Springs in a gay nightclub, and it was called the Club Q, and so that's what this title of this poem is, the Club Q Shooter. Ravenous dream, cluttered and unclean, aberrant darkness, hideous and unseen, raging killer, seething, hardly breathing, raving butcher, leaving death and bleeding. When demons lurk for a murderer, what demons lurk for a murderer in a gay enclave? Name the repressed desires by which the slayer is enslaved. How many kills kill off latent amorous specters in his heart? Craven homophobe assassinates his shadow from the start. What torrent or torment molds a gay executioner? What self-loathing this child of incendiary invectives? What self-shaming open wounds forever fester? What ambiguous mask to hide the emotive? What type of culture is so threatened by how we love? What perversion of fear breeds within so many thereof? What sinister civilization spreads this hate potion? What dogma of night terrors releases this poison? Ravenous phantoms, virulent apparitions, the shooter never lacking in ammunition. Delicate petals hold ethereal love and kindness. The rifleman can never kill them in his blindness. Thank you. The next poem is my general commentary on artificial intelligence. It's called AI Poem. I cry between the lines, AI verse, this will never be. I defy the artificial assemblers of words to impersonate, to predict this in living color. Absent from this language database is the driving arousal, the hormonal passions defining my mind. It can't know the meaning of hunger or the rush of adrenaline. It has never felt a sex drive or experienced an orgasm. Conditional AI can perform automated reasoning, algorithmic rules like a script for a puppet. AI words are hollow placeholders applied according to a logic of learning supplied by humans. AI will repeat this learning routine until it masters the task, playing chess or imitating a poet. Artificial intelligence never feels joy or grief, never sleeps, weeps, or dreams, knows not the flavor of ice cream or potatoes, lacks any wonder in the beauty of a spring day, cannot comprehend my primordial span of fervor. Lacking agency or sentience, AI robots are no threat to the human race. The next general political statement is called Dinner Scraps. Dinner scraps, primal death traps. Life meal is the class struggle, and some of us are left starving. We are the movement of the masses, a sleeping colossus running on corporate time. Dinner scraps, merciless steel traps. We are measured only as commodities. We give our lives as wage chattel. We make our homes or lose them on the edges of a time clock. Dinner scraps, societal collapse, our mortal scraps are scattered across toxic bleeding lands, our festering bleeding homes, destroyed for private profit, now Superfund sites haunted, abandoned to enrich a scattered few. This is nothing new. Dinner scraps, toxic time lapse, planetary devastation from multinational demolition, from riotous monopoly capital, from robotization and trauma. The entitled elite shrug off their labor expropriation with nihilistic indifference and sadism. Dinner scraps, deadly mishaps, we exit at our final abyssal gate, fading as ancient weary stars. Our caste defines our station. Our race marks off our place. Our life and death beneath the oligarch. Our liberation will erase the hierarchy, only with the unified latent leftovers, our dinner scraps of unified force. And the next poem is called The Memory Caves, and it goes this way. In the chambers of the caves, I sought refuge from all the moral forgeries spreading over the land. Holding my lap aloft, I pursued solace in childhood alcoves. In the chambers of endless caves, I explored myriad twisting pathways, longing for the playful mirth of recall. But Cerberus confronted me, snarling, preventing my passage beyond his gate. In the chambers of the caves, I descended deeper into unconscious cavities, finding vast chasms of terror and winding tunnels leading to oblivion. I wept like a summer rain cloud. This was a terrible mistake, I decided. How do I escape? In the chambers of the caves, I wandered, panicking aimlessly until I stumbled into the illuminated hollow. Suddenly, I was surrounded by dancers. Festive music played as they circled me. Here, I felt safety and delight, laughing and clapping, and dancers pranced. How this confusing labyrinth brought me here, I couldn't say. In the chambers of the caves, I soon learned I must continue my exploration. Everywhere there were caves for living and dying, deep subterranes of experience. Jung called it collective and archetypal. Others declared it the physics of the soul, the quantum consciousness of reincarnation. In the chambers of the caves where Mnemosyne adorns herself in Anamnesis, where luminous other worlds memories reside. This is where all sentience is connected and immortal. I have one final poem I'd like to end with. This is called Hope is Relentless. There is a persistent embrace, a longing and a kissing, a childlike giggling, a free and predictable smile. Life foresees every dawning, foretastes every light ray, foretells every essence, forecasts every ambience. Life proclaims every mountaintop, every sultry tangled jungle, every scorched and waterless desert, every fathomless ocean floor. Dreams are uncharted roadmaps, virtual animated realities, virtual luminous mysteries, virtual unconscious answers. When we are manhandled, our humanity maligned, our freedoms denied, hope must never leave us. Hope is a relentless tomorrow. When we flee the crackdown, the masked, menacing Gestapo, our imprisonment in foreign gulags, hope must never leave us. Hope is a relentless tomorrow. For there is always a daybreak, ever another awakening, ever a perennial blossoming, a season of conception. Hope must never leave us. Hope is a relentless tomorrow. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Thomas. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Gotta say, like, whoa.
We've got books on the table here from Thomas available for purchase, and food for you all. And once again, thank you again. Thanks to Works for setting this up, and Dana there, and Joe, and hope Stephen Rubalcaba coming back, and Danny. Sorry, Danny. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah.
The books for $6, it's a big discount. What you buy.
Oh, God.
They sell it on Amazon for $12.99. I'll give it to you here for $6.
$6. All right. And I'll come back next month, and have a great evening. All right.
Yeah, next month it's going to be cool. We've got the double header next month of the Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got Tuesday with Well Read, and then Wednesday with a pretty special night of Flash Fiction Forum following it there.
I thought
With,
Black Fiction is tomorrow.
No, it says that it's tonight, back in March, or May, I don't know. So that's not under our control, the video here, out in the lobby. But yeah, it's been showing that for months, that we have something months ago. So, and it's true, we did have that months ago, yeah.
All
But yeah, so no tomorrow night. Do not come tomorrow night. Come in August for Flash Fiction Forum, and sign up online to read for that as well. And of course, come and read with yeah. There you go. Oh my God, Rob's a flasher right fucking there. Oh my God.
Here's
Yeah.
my little memento
Yeah.
mori. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna flash my skull.
Whoa! Oh my God! And he's like, "This man is so perfect." Oh my God!
Thank you all.
Thanks. Oh my God, that was so strong. Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for coming out in person and online. Yeah, this is just a really night of like sort of quiet, important shit, So, thanks so much. All right. You guys take care. We're gonna sign off.